Teaching my autistic son daily living skills. When I first started teaching my 9-year-old son Zayan daily living skills, I thought it would be simple. Show him how to do it once, remind him a few times, and he'd pick it up. But it didn't quite work that way. Zayan is a visual learner, and like many autistic children, he thrives on structure and predictability. I realized that teaching him wasn't about giving instructions. It was about understanding how he learns best. Once I shifted my mindset, everything began to change. Learning to start small. One of the biggest lessons I learned was the importance of checking if he was ready before teaching a new skill. For example, brushing teeth wasn't just about holding a toothbrush. I had to make sure he could tolerate the taste of the toothpaste, the feel of the bristles, and even the sound of running water. Before dressing independently, he needed to practice balance, motor control, and patience. Small but essential building blocks for independence. These little prerequisite skills set the stage for success. Breaking big tasks into tiny steps. I'll admit, I was surprised by how many steps go into something as simple as brushing teeth. I counted at least 25 little actions, from picking up the toothbrush to rinsing, turning off the tap, and wiping his mouth. When we worked on dressing, we broke it down even more. Finding the right clothes, knowing the front from the back, balancing to put one leg in, pulling pants up, and adjusting the shirt. Breaking the tasks down made things clearer for Zayan and less frustrating for both of us. Suddenly, progress became visible and measurable. The power of visuals. Zayan learns best by seeing things. Once I understood that, visual supports became our secret weapon. I created picture charts for every step of his routines and placed them right where he needed them, by the sink, the closet, or the shower. We made social stories together to explain tricky parts, like learning to spit out water instead of swallowing it. We also used visual timers to show how long to brush or wash. Each step earned a sticker, and a full board meant extra time with his favorite toys or tablet. It turned daily routines into a game, something fun, visual, and achievable. Practicing and reinforcing. We started using a teaching method called backward chaining. I would help him through the whole task, but let him complete the last step by himself. For brushing, that meant I guided him through each action until the end, where he'd probably wipe his mouth on his own. Once he mastered that, we worked backward. He'd do 2 steps independently, then 3, and so on. Every success earned big smiles, praise, and tokens. Repetition was essential. We practiced hand-washing naturally throughout the day, before meals, after play, before bedtime, so he could build confidence without pressure. The hard days and the small wins. There were days when it felt like we were moving backward. Zayan would refuse certain textures or become upset by small changes. I had to remind myself to stay patient, flexible, and kind. Not just with him, but with myself too. But then came the moments that made it all worth it. The morning I saw him brush his teeth entirely on his own. The day he got dressed without asking for help. The proud smile on his face when he placed the last sticker on his token board. Those moments reminded me why we do this. Not just to teach routines, but to help him build confidence, independence, and pride in himself. Looking back, teaching daily living skills to Zayan has taught me just as much as it's taught him. It's taught me patience, creativity, and the power of breaking things down into love-filled steps. Now, when I see him completing his routines independently, I see more than just progress. I see growth, confidence, and hope. Every small win is a big step toward independence, and every sticker on his chart tells a story of effort, understanding, and love. Because in the end, teaching daily living skills isn't only about brushing teeth or getting dressed. It's about helping your child feel capable, proud, and ready to take on the world in his own beautiful way. Thank you for being here. If this video supported you, taught you something new, or simply made you feel seen, please like, share, and subscribe so we can stay connected. Your experiences matter, and I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, you're doing an incredible job, and your child is beautifully, uniquely one of a kind.